sending a huge congratulations to Apple Music's up next artist. Her name is Billie Eilish. What's up? What's up? What's up? You have to whisper what's up when you really mean it. What's up? Just what's up? We are very, very excited because this month we get to tell everybody about you for a whole month, okay? We get to do it with live performances. We get to do it with interviews like this one, where you're going to tell me all loads of stuff about you, who you are, what you love, what you don't love.
That's right.
What your favorite color is.
That's right.
There's going to be loads of stuff going on. We're going to get a documentary about you as well. Mm-hmm. If you could have someone playing you in your documentary, who would it be?
To play me?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Carell.
Okay.
100% Steve Carell.
Wouldn't have guessed that at all. You're part of a huge project though, and I am genuinely very excited because whenever people get to know someone, it's that moment that you never forget. So no pressure, Billie Eilish. We're going to make this important. This is going to be the beginning. This is the starting point of who you are. So your name's Billie Eilish.
Yes.
Pirate, Beard O'Connell.
Uh-huh.
Got it. I've got it all.
You got it.
You are from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like to be born and raised in LA? It's like, who do you become?
I mean, this thing.
You become me.
That's right. I mean, I've never lived anywhere else, so I couldn't say what the difference is really. But I hate the weather so much. Do you see what I'm wearing?
Are you joking?
It's like 100 degrees and I'm wearing this.
But you hate the weather in LA?
I hate it so much.
Have you traveled?
Yeah.
Traveled?
Yeah.
Where?
I love traveling. That's like the main reason is because like the weather is better.
What's like an LA like a typical LA childhood? What do you do? Where do you go? Where do you play?
Well, I was homeschooled. I'm still homeschooled.
Yeah.
So like, I ain't go to school.
You're just not a normal person at all. Like,
not at all.
Not normal. The cats, the weather, not a fan. Don't like shorts.
I don't even know who I am.
Didn't go to school.
Mm-hmm.
You're just at home schooling.
Yeah. So for me, and like I think my parents, like philosophy.
That's the word.
Wow.
Yeah.
Homeschooled.
Philosophy
for like learning stuff is like I feel like a lot of school is so forced and you're forced to learn like this and this and this and you're forced to whatever, and it's like if you weren't forced to do it, maybe you'd want to do it and you'll never know because you've always been forced. So I was never like you have to do this and you have to do this and you have to like, so that gave me the opportunity to like learn what I actually wanted to learn. Okay. So I'd see something and be like, I think that's really interesting and I want to learn more about that specifically.
Okay.
So like I really liked dancing. The thought of dance was like, I love that. So I just took classes because I wanted to, and like I rode horses for a while because I wanted to, and I did gymnastics, and then I started writing songs and I like sing
and stuff
like that.
What's the next stage after saying that, you know, I like dancing, I like singing? How do you then start writing a song? How do you know how to write a song?
I did not start writing music because I was like, ooh, I'm going to write music so I can get famous. Like that was so, I'd still have never really felt like that. I wrote music because I had a lot in my mind and I didn't know how to say it really. And like, I feel like I felt like I didn't have the right words to say it, or I didn't know how to say it without sounding just wrong, and I didn't know if anyone would understand. So I just wrote it all down.
Let's talk about the music.
Okay, the music, my music.
Let's talk about your music. Your new EP is out.
Yeah.
Your EP is called?
Don't Smile at Me.
Were you happy when you finished it?
I was relieved. I was so satisfied, and I was like, we've done it. Don't Smile at Me is done. It was really tough, but only because the thing is that like all the songs that are on the EP were already written, like a lot of them are written like a year or over a year ago.
Okay.
Just because we write music a lot, and like everything that has to do with music and like my career and whatever is all made in my brother's room.
So you were happy that you finished because you wanted to leave your brother's room and get on with your life.
But it's great though. It's like wonderful because like it's just this cute little tiny room with like no space, but all this gear that's all pretty, and then he has these cute little pictures and like it's cute. But the thing is that for the month of May, we were like, okay, like we need to rent a studio to finish the EP. Just because like, even though we've been using like my brother's room as a studio, because it basically is, it's just his room. Mm-hmm. Like we were just like, maybe we should just try using a studio to see if like the vibe changes or see what, but.
You didn't like it, did you? Did you go to the studio?
It was just so like, we got a lot done. I'm going to say that, but like, it wasn't as real, I felt like, just because being with my brother in my brother's room in my house right next to my room, it's like so much like deeper almost, and like you can really get out everything.
What's been your reaction to people's reactions?
I think it's really cool, like, because people take songs and of course process them in their own way, and it's like, that's what I want. Like, sometimes people ask me what a certain song is about, and I don't want to say it because it's like, whatever you think is what it's about. I write music because I have a lot of things that are bunched up in my head and I don't know how to get them out mostly. And my way of getting them out is writing them down, whether it's just, I'm going to write down every single thing that I'm feeling right now, and I'm not going to make it into a song. I'm not going to do anything with it. This is just how I'm feeling, and it needs to be somewhere besides up here. And I really want to put out music that I feel really deep and very strongly, so that people who don't know how to get it out at all can just be like, that is exactly the way I feel.
What's happening in 5 years for Billie Eilish?
I really want to have a clothing line. And like, I've made shirts. I dress wonky, as you may.
Yo, wonky. That's a good word to describe how
isn't it?
Most people's relationship with their siblings are, I hope, are really good. Describe what it's like to go the step further than that. It's not just, oh, you're my brother, I really love you, this is what's happening in my life. It's like, we're going to create music together.
I've never thought of music as something else, like, because music has always been in my life and I've always sung. I've never not been singing. Like, I used to be, like, people used to shush me because I would just sing and sing and sing and sing and sing. And it was the same with my brother. Like, we've always sung together, even when we didn't write together. He would, like, when I did talent shows at my little homeschool event things, him and I would go up on the stage and he would play piano for me and sing harmony with my covers. And like, my dad would come and play ukulele for me while I sang. And my mom, like, my whole family has always just been insanely musical and always making music with me.
Do you see yourself, like, your life changing and then you actually having to adapt to that and writing about stuff that, you don't write about now?
People think that they have to be going through something to write a song about it. And that's so not true. You can even put yourself in someone else's position, or like look from someone else's point of view. And I've even written songs from the perspective of somebody that I've hurt. And it kind of really opens your mind up to the way you act. And I feel like nobody does that. And it's just kind of, it's like a game. Like, you can just make up whatever you want. And even if, like, you actually do feel a really dark way deep inside and nobody knows, you can write a song about it and no one's going to be like, ooh, she feels just like, it's a song. So it's like, it may not even, maybe it's not even true. You don't even know.
What's your favorite lyric you've ever written?
Maybe Bellyache. There's a part in it. It's in the first verse. It's sitting all alone, mouthful of gum, in the driveway. My friends aren't far, in the back of my car, lay their bodies. And that happened because we were in the garage. Phineas was playing some stuff on the guitar. We were with, like, his two friends. We were just, like, kind of making up stuff. And then Phineas was like, sitting all alone, mouthful of gum. And then we were just talking about, like, we were just kind of riffing on nothing. And then he was like, my friends aren't far, in the back of my car are their bodies. Like, so that you're just in a car with your friends. Like, you're just going somewhere in a car. But because we had no idea what the song was going to be about. So it was like, oh, I'm just in a car with all my friends. And then I was like, no, in the back of my car lay their bodies. I just killed them all. Look at me.
Boom!
I killed them. And that was kind of like this is this little song we're writing about chewing some gum in the driveway. And then it was like, I'm gonna go kill people now.
You make songwriting sound so fun. I hope you stay this way forever. I really, really do. I cannot express how much I've enjoyed this last, I don't know how long we've been talking for.
So good.
This has been all the fun.
So good.
And I feel like I really, really, genuinely know you a lot better.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing.
Thank you for
being
letting me share more than I should have.
More than you should have. But it's always good. No, seriously. Billie Eilish, Apple Music's up next artist.